Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Faces of St. Joseph, where we meet some of the parishioners that do so much good work here at St. Joe's. And today, I'm happy to have with me Suzi Wentzel. Suzi, thanks for your time here.
You're welcome.
And welcome, a parishioner. How long have you been here at St. Joe's?
We moved here in 1988 when
Wow.
our oldest was 1, and raised 3 kids here through
Neat.
St. Joe's.
Are you a
and
native of Chester County?
Yeah, I grew up in St. Monica's in Berwyn.
Oh, nice.
So I've lived my whole life in Chester County.
Terrific.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. So you've seen a lot of change
Oh, yeah.
here at St. Joe's.
Yeah. I
Couple
mean, I've seen many more, but yes, the part of the expansion of the parish center and the new gym and then building a new church.
A whole new church. Yeah, it's amazing. Parishioners could easily go a lifetime without ever seeing a new church built. Here, we have some parishioners who have seen 2 new churches built, and it's really beautiful. Your work here at your volunteer work here with Catholic Relief Services and Faith and Justice program. How did you get involved with that?
Well, it's funny because years ago, I read a document by the U.S. bishops called Communities of Salt and Light, reflecting on the social mission of the parish. And it talked about how Catholic social teaching is essential to our church's mission and that the most important ecclesial setting for that to unfold is in the parish.
Wow.
And, it's kind of a joke that Catholic social teaching is the church's best kept secret, for people in the pews anyway. And they're, certainly top of the list of Catholic social teaching is protecting unborn children, because it's all of Catholic social teaching is about respecting the dignity of the human person created in the image and likeness of God.
Right.
And our parish does an amazing job with our pro-life committee, and I've supported that work over the years of doing all we can to protect unborn children. But on top of that, there's other ways that I think Catholics are less clear about. Like, what does it mean when we talk about having solidarity with our brothers and sisters around the world? Or what are our rights and responsibilities in society? What does it mean to respect and promote the dignity of work or care for God's creation? So those things were like always weighing on me, like, how can we be clearer about the whole spectrum of Catholic social teaching? So I reached out to Father Leva saying, could we do something in the parish to help educate, promote awareness of this? At the same time that Matt Pfeifenberger separately reached out to him asking if we could start a Catholic Relief Services chapter at the behest of Archbishop Perez, wanting this to happen in parishes across the Archdiocese. So it's kind of like the Reese's peanut butter cup, the chocolate and the peanut butter came together. And yeah, so Father Leva's like, yeah, you two go for it. So that was about 5 years ago.
Oh, great.
Yeah,
Terrific.
it's been.
So how often do you, so this is a parish ministry, do you meet regularly?
We meet once a month, sometimes in person, but sometimes via Zoom because people have different work schedules. And one of our members is up in Bucks County because she moved away but stayed involved. So, but like this month we'll meet in person. So yeah, second Thursday of every month.
Okay, great. And I see the quotes and different things that you have in the bulletin, each month.
So that's part of the education that you graciously is allowing us to do.
Oh,
it's
sure.
Like teaching people, here's what our faith says about whatever. So
yeah,
this coming week we'll start with solidarity.
Okay.
So yeah, because that's just one way. Our mission is really to educate people about what the breadth of Catholic social teaching is and why, and it's all authentic. It's by the magisterium. This is
Sure.
nothing unorthodox. That we're
Yeah,
promoting.
I like what you said. I think there's a tendency a lot of times where when we talk about social justice, we can easily go into the political.
Yeah.
But prior to the political is the individual person. And I like what you said about the parish being the place for this, because really the parish is the community of families.
It is.
It's a community of persons on a local level.
Yeah.
And that really has great meaning, and importance. One of the readings at a funeral is from Matthew 25, where Jesus separates the sheep from the goat, and what you did to the least, you did to me. And I think that is the least chosen gospel for a funeral, because to be quite honest with you, it's really sobering, when you think about the call of the gospel and the call, you did it for me, And so I think it's really beautiful to like educate ourselves, you know, about that and how that happens in our families, in the local scene, in the parish,
Mhm.
right here and now. It's not just a political, a Washington D.C.
Yeah,
problem.
no. We're not political at all. We're just about
Sure.
promoting what
Yeah,
our call to live our faith.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, I love your work here because I think it has a way of it it does connect all of these different. I mean, we have more food drives. There to St. Vincent de Paul Society. There's so much good work being
Yes.
on the social end of things here and connecting that,
Yep.
again to the gospel.
Mhm.
I think this particular ministry,
Yeah.
does that in a loud way.
Well, and we did offer in our a few years ago a 4-week workshop on Catholic social. We called it CST 101,
Hmm.
but just to just finding different ways to keep reminding people of all the good work we do, just to be more intentional about it, of how charity and justice work together. That
Yeah,
are both, that together is answering Jesus's call.
yeah,
So yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Is there anything that we could do to help you,
Uh,
or you
well,
want people to be
we're
aware
going to
of?
be handing out rice bowls on the Sunday before Ash Wednesday, and
Okay.
that's uh, supporting Catholic Relief Services. Again, that's the U.S. Bishop's official overseas humanitarian and development aid, and they really depend on parishioners in the pews to help them with this work, providing meals, medical care. Again, all in line with
Yeah.
church teaching.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, support as part of your Lenten almsgiving. Support this CRF Rice Bowl.
That's great.
Yeah.
That I remember as a kid getting the rice bowl at school, putting it together, and then we would just drop our change in there, and
Mhm.
then turn it in. It was not only charitable, but it was very like formative
Mhm.
in our own mind of, okay, in Lent, here through this little rice bowl, we can be a blessing to others. Yeah, Susie, thanks for your good work.
Yeah. Thank you.
Great.
Thank you to everyone who's with me. I'm
Another,
just one of them.
I know, right? But another face of Saint Joseph, and thank God for all these people. God
Thank you.
bless you.
You too. Thank you.